हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल टेक्निकल धनराशि। तो आज के वीडियो हम देखने वाले हैं सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टिंग के ऊपर आपको रियल टाइम में कौन सी इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं और आपको उनके आंसर किस तरह से देने। तो वीडियो को लास्ट तक ज़रूर देखें। मैंने इसका पार्ट 1 भी अपलोड किया है, अगर आपने वो नहीं देखा है तो प्लीज़ देख लीजिए। तो चलिए वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं। सबसे पहले आपको पूछा जाएगा व्हाट इज़ द डिफरेंस बिटवीन स्टैटिक एंड नॉन स्टैटिक मेथड्स। सो इट इज़ अ क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम जावा। तो बहुत ही बेसिक क्वेश्चन है, आपको इसका आंसर बहुत अच्छी तरीके से रेडी कर लेना है। तो चलिए अब इसका आंसर देखते हैं। स्टैटिक मेथड यूजेस कंपाइल टाइम बाइंडिंग और अर्ली बाइंडिंग, बट नॉन स्टैटिक मेथड यूजेस रन टाइम बाइंडिंग और डायनामिक बाइंडिंग. So a static method cannot be overridden being a compile time binding, but a non-static method can be overridden being a dynamic binding or being a runtime binding. So in non-static method, the method can access static data members and static method as well as non-static members also, and non-static method also of another class or the same class. So this is the answer of static and non-static method. So next question is what are the hash map and hash set. So it is a question from Java. So in map interface we have a hash map and hash set. So hash map and hash set both are the most important classes of Java collection framework, and hash map store element in form of key value pair, that is each element has its corresponding key which is required for its retrieval during iteration. But hash set store only the objects, no such key value pairs maintained into the hash set. So it is a questions from map. सो मैप के ऊपर आपको क्वेश्चन पूछा ही जाता है, तो आपको आंसर बहुत अच्छी तरीके से रेडी कर लेना है। तो चलिए अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है वेयर डू यूज अ हैश मैप. So maps are used for when you want to associate a key with value, and list are an order collection, as like if you want to roll number and its name, so that time we are using a hash map, as like if you want to key with value, that time we are using a hash map. So map is an interface in the Java collection framework, and hash map is a child interface of map interface, as like we can also say that hash map is a one implementation of map interface. So into the hash map are efficient for locating a value based on key, and we can inserting or deleting value based on a key. So we have different types of methods in hash map, as like put method, key set method, values method. So into the hash map, a hash map is not allow duplicate key in key value pair, but duplicate value we can store into the hash map. So default capacity of hash map is 16, and its load factor is 0.75. So here you can see that syntax of hash map. So here you can see that hash map is an object equal to new hash map. It is a syntax of hash map. So if you want to add some element into the map, so we have a put method into the hash map, as like here you can see that map dot put into the bracket Vishal comma 10. Vishal is a value and 10 is a key. So if you want to add a Vishal and 10, so you are using a put method into the hash map. So here you can see that map dot put Sachin comma 30. So Sachin is a value and 30 is a key. So you are store the Sachin and 30 into the key value pair into the hash map. You can store a duplicate value, but you cannot store a duplicate key into the hash map. So key is always unique. So basically we have a put method into the hash map for storing the element into the in form of a key with value. So if you want to only print the key data into the hash map, so we have a key set method for print the key value into the console. We have also values method for retrieving the values from the hash map. So by using a values method, we print the value. So if you want to print the size and content of a map, so we have a size method into the hash map. So here you can see that system dot first we print the size, system dot out println size of map is we have a map dot size method. So we are using that method from print the size. After that we print the content of map. So system dot out dot println map is an object, so we print the content of map by using that. So if you want to check if key is present, and if you want to if key is present and we want to print the value of key, So we have a contains key method into the map. So we are using, by using that contains key method, we can print the we can check the key present or not, and we print the key. So here you can see that into the if we are first check the key is present or not into the if map dot contains key, and we are checking if Vishal is present in the our map or not. So we are using contains key method. So after that we are using a integer a map dot get. So if Vishal is present, so we are using a get method. So map dot get Vishal. So after that we print the system dot out println value of key. Then we are print the Vishal of key from the hash map. So चलिए अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है व्हाट इज़ द डिफरेंस बिटवीन लिस्ट एंड सेट. सो ये क्वेश्चन भी पूछा जाता है आपको इंटरव्यू में. सो सेट इज एन ऑर्डर and contains different element, whereas the list is an order and contain a same element in it. So set does not allow duplicate value, but list allow the duplicate value. So we can store the duplicate value into the list, but we cannot store the duplicate value into the set. Next difference is a set does not store the multiple null values. Set only store the one null value, but into the list we can store the multiple null values. So this is the basic difference between list and set. So चलिए अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं कि क्या है. So next question है, can you tell me OOPS concept and relate it with your framework. So in your framework, which OOPS concept we are using and where you are using this OOPS concept. So this is the basic question, and its question also ask interviewer. तो चलिए इसका आंसर देखते हैं. सो वी हैव अ पॉलीमॉर्फिज्म, इनहेरिटेंस, encapsulation and abstraction in OOPS. So we will start with data abstraction. So these are four concept we are using in OOPS. So first is a data abstraction. So data abstraction means to handle complexity by hiding unnecessary details from the user. In Java, abstraction is achieved by interface and abstract classes also. So we can achieve 100% abstraction using interface. In Selenium, webdriver itself acts as an interface. So we will consider the statement webdriver driver equal to no Chrome driver. So here we initialize the Chrome browser using Selenium webdriver. So it means we are creating a one reference variable, that is driver, of the interface of webdriver, and we are creating an object. So here webdriver is an interface, and Chrome driver is an implementation class of the webdriver interface. तो चलिए अब देखते हैं कि where we are using data abstraction in our framework. So here you can see that we can apply data abstraction in a Selenium framework by using page object model design pattern. So we define all our locators and their methods into the page class, and we can use these locators in our test, but we cannot see the implementation of their underlying methods. So we only show the locators in the test, but hide their implementation. So this is the simple example of how we can use the data abstraction in our automation framework. So next OOPS concept in encapsulation. So basically what is the encapsulation? So encapsulation is defined as a wrapping of data under a single unit. So it is a mechanism that binds together code and the data it manipulates. So basically we are using encapsulation for security purpose into the Java. So here you can see that encapsulation can be achieved by declaring all the variables in a class as a private, and writing public methods in the class to set and get the values of variables. By using that we can achieve the encapsulation. So here you can see that all the classes in our automation framework are the example of encapsulation. So in a page object model classes, we declare the data members using @findBy method, and we are initializing the data members will be done using a constructor to utilize those into the methods. So this is the example of encapsulation. So next OOPS concept is inheritance. So inheritance, it is also one of the most important concept in Java, and we are using it in our framework. So here you can see that inheritance is the mechanism in Java by which one class is allowed to inherit the their features as like their fields and methods of another class, so we can inherit it into the another class. So here you can see that we are using inheritance in our framework. So we can apply inheritance in our automation framework by creating a test based class to initialize the WebDriver interface, browser, waits, reports, logging, etc. So and then we can extend this base class and its method in another classes like test utilities. Into that class we are extending their methods, and we are using their methods into the another class. So this is the simple example of inheritance that is we are using in our framework. So next oops concept है polymorphism. So polymorphism allows to perform a single action in different ways. So in Java, polymorphism we can achieve by two ways: method overloading and method overriding. We can also say that compile time or runtime. So method overloading is the when there are multiple methods with the same net, but their parameters are different. So this is the method, we can say that this is the method overloading. So methods can be overloaded by change in a number of argument or by change in the type of argument. So in Selenium automation we are using a implicit wait. So implicit wait is in the example of method overloading. So into the implicit wait we use the different timestamp such as a second, minutes, hour. So we are using the different parameters. So this is the example of method overloading that we are using in our Selenium framework. So next one is a method overriding. We can also say that runtime polymorphism. Here you can see that it occurs when a derived class has a definition for one of the member functions of the base class. So that base function is said to be overridden. So in our Selenium automation, method overriding can be achieved by overriding any WebDriver method. For example, we can override the find element method in assertion. So we have used overloaded because in assertion we used to like asset dot true. So here we are actual things and expected things, and second time we can use same asset dot to actual comma expected comma message. So here parameters are 3. So it is a method overriding. So these all four oops concept we are using in our automation framework. So next question देखते हैं. So next question है can you tell me some exception in Selenium. तो हमने पार्ट 1 में देखा था कि व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ एक्सेप्शंस दैट वी आर यूजिंग इन सेलेनियम, चेक अनचेक एक्सेप्शन. सो अगर आपने पार्ट 1 नहीं देखा है तो वो देख लीजिए. तो चलिए अब इसका आंसर देखते हैं. सो वी हैव अ डिफरेंट एक्सेप्शंस इन सेलेनियम एज लाइक नो सच एलिमेंट एक्सेप्शन, no such window exception, no such frame exception, stale element reference exception, timeout exception. These are exceptions we are got into the Selenium. तो चलिए अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय यूजर डिफाइंड एक्सेप्शन. So here you can see the answer. User defined exception or custom exception is creating your own exception class and throws that exception using throw keyword. So हमने पिछले वीडियो में देखा था पार्ट 1 में what is the difference between throw and throws. So this is done by extending the class exception. So the keyword throw is used to create a new exception and throw it to the catch block. So this is the user defined exception. तो चलिए अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है हाउ टू हैंडल एक्सेप्शन इन आवर सेलेनियम. तो चलिए अब इसका आंसर देखते हैं. सो वी कैन हैंडल एक्सेप्शन बाय यूजिंग द ट्राई कैच ब्लॉक. So here you can see that the try catch is the simplest method of handling the exceptions. So put the code you want to run into the try block, and any Java exception that the code throws are caught by one or more catch blocks. So this is the method will catch any type of Java exception that get through. So this is the simplest mechanism of handling the exception. So here you can see that the code. So it is the example of handling the exception. Here you can say that web element save button, it is the object. So equal to rival dot find element into the bracket by dot id. We are finding the save of a locator. And after that we are using the try block. So here you can see that into the try block we are using if method. So where into the if save button dot is display, so is display. So after that save button dot click method we are using into the catch block. So here we got the exception, that is this code thrown. So no such element exception we are catch into the catch block. After that we are use the e object. After that we are using e dot print stack stage. By using that we are handling the exception in Selenium. तो चलिए अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं कि क्या है. तो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, कैन आई राइट अ ट्राई कैच ब्लॉक विदाउट द कैच ब्लॉक. Yes, you can write the try catch block without the catch block. By using the finally block we can write the try catch block. तो चलिए अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, कैन यू टेल मी हाउ यू विल हैंडल मल्टीपल विंडो इन सेलेनियम. तो एक क्वेश्चन भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और ये पूछा ही जाता है इंटरव्यू में. सो हियर यू कैन सी दैट द आंसर, वी हैव विंडो हैंडल एंड विंडो हैंडल्स फंक्शंस फॉर हैंडलिंग द मल्टीपल विंडोज इन सेलेनियम. सो फर्स्ट विंडो हैंडल विल गिव द स्ट्रिंग वैल्यू ऑफ ओनली द एक्टिव विंडो that is open in our browser. So whereas window handles will give the set of all the windows that are open in our browser. So here you can see that the syntax of handling the multiple windows. So first we use the handle get window handle function. So for their return type is string. So string handle is the object equal to rival dot get window handle function. After that we are using get window handles function. So here you can see that their return type is the set of string. So set of string handle, it is an object equal to rival dot get window handles function. After that we use the for loop. So into the for loop string handle colon driver dot get window handles. After that we are switch to that window, switch to that browser. So we are using driver dot switch to method. So driver dot switch to dot window handle. So we are switching to the another window. So next question देखते हैं. So next question है, how to take a screenshot using Selenium webdriver. ये भी बहुत ही important question है. ये question भी आपको पूछा ही जाता है. So here you can see that their answer. So first to take a screenshot using Selenium webdriver we need to typecast a driver object to take screenshot interface. So then we need to call the function get screenshot as. Here we need to pass the argument that is the output type dot file. So this method will return the object of type file. So here you can see that the syntax of screenshot. So file src equal to into the bracket take screenshot interface. After that driver object dot get screenshot as function, and here we pass the argument that is output type dot file. So it is the syntax of screenshot. So after that when this statement will be execute, it will take a screenshot, but screen will be available inside the memory. So to store screenshot in local drive we need to call the function method copy, which is present inside a file handler class. So function will accept two parameters, that is source and destination. So here you can see that the syntax file handler dot copy, after that source and comma their destination file, that is the new file and path. So by using that we can store the screenshot in our local drive. So this is the answer of how to take a screenshot using Selenium WebDriver. So it is most important question. तो चलिए अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. तो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, हाउ यू हैंडल ड्रॉप डाउन वैल्यूज, or we can say that how you handle the list boxes in Selenium web drivers. So here you can see the answer. So we have a select class to handle the drop down values or list box. So first we identify the list box which need to handle and store in one reference variable. Then we create an object of select class with the single argument constructor. After that we use the select class methods to select options. So we have three select class methods, that is the select by indexed, select by visible text, and select by value. By using that methods we will handle the list boxes or drop down values in a Selenium WebDriver. So here we can see that the syntax of that. First we will create the object of a select class. So here you can see that select by value, it is the object equal to new select. So this is the constructor, and here you can see that driver dot find element by dot id. So we find the element. After that we are using the select by value method. By using that handle the list box. So here you can see that select by value, it is the object. So select by value dot select by value method, into that we are passing the element, that is a green value. So by using select by value method, we can handle the drop down values. Also we have a select by visible text method. So here you can see that select by value, it is the object dot select by visible text, and here we pass the text of the drop down list, that is the red. Or we have also the select by indexed method. So here you can see that object dot select by index, and we pass the elements index of that element at which we want to find. So select by index 2. So it this the answer of how to handle the list boxes or drop down values into the Selenium. तो चलिए अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. तो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है हाउ टू इनपुट टेक्स्ट इनटू अ टेक्स्ट बॉक्स विदाउट अ सेंड की मेथड. So it is also important question. So we have a send key method to pass the element or pass the text into the text box, but without send key method, how to you text the element. So here you can see that by using JavaScript executor, we can input a text into the text box. So here you can see that the syntax. So first JavaScript executor, it is the object or a reference variable equal to JavaScript executor and driver. After that we are use the reference variable executor dot execute script method into the bracket document dot get element by id, and here we pass the input or input box id of a text dot value equal to new value. So this is the syntax of a JavaScript executor. By using that we can text the value into the text box. So basically this type of question interviewer ask into the interview. So आपको क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर बहुत अच्छे तरीके से रेडी कर लेने हैं. मैंने इसका पार्ट 1 भी अपलोड किया है, अगर आपने वो नहीं देखा है तो देख लीजिए. और बाकी के क्वेश्चन हम पार्ट 3 में देखेंगे, तो वीडियो लास्ट तक ज़रूर देखा कीजिए. और आपको वीडियो कैसा लगा कमेंट में ज़रूर बताइए, और अपने फ्रेंड्स को भी ज़रूर शेयर कीजिए. और मैंने एपीआई टेस्टिंग के ऊपर भी वीडियो अपलोड किए हैं, अगर आपने वो नहीं देखे तो देख लीजिए. और मैं डेली सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टिंग के जॉब के भी वीडियो पोस्ट करती रहती हूँ, तो चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और वीडियो को लाइक कर दीजिए. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग.